kilometres northwest of Vilnius lies the archaeological site of Kernave, Lithuania's Troy. As excavation has taken place here for many years, the Archaeological Museum is our starting point. The exhibits date from the 10th century BC until the early Middle Ages. During the 1st centuries AC, large settlements were established in the Pajauta Valley, which were protected by the Castle Mountains. Evidence of a burial culture was found, such as the tomb of a horse that was discovered in 1998. Artifacts from the Iron Age, such as axes and spearheads, have been uncovered. And additionally, bones from different time periods. Most of the exhibits are associated with medieval times, such as artistic objects and a variety of wonderful items of jewellery. The Middle Ages was the time when Kernave became the oldest known capital in Lithuania, even prior to that of Trakai. In 1390, the Crusaders burned down the city. A medieval burial site with valuable grave contents was discovered in 1994. Particularly informative is a reconstructed wooden building dating back to the Middle Ages. Kernave has been a World Heritage Site since 2004. Close to the Archaeological Museum and in front of the Catholic to the Holy Virgin Mary Church is the reconstruction of an older church. The wooden St. Nicholas Church was destroyed by fire, but the groundwork of the building is depicted by numerous stones. There's also a 19th century white stone mausoleum and a wooden chapel. It's a good idea to have an overview of this area prior to exploring it. There is evidence that various mounds were created in order to support fortifications. They were called castle mountains. A most powerful system was created here. 5 imposing castle buildings formed a common defence complex to protect the settlement in the Pajauta Valley. Grand Duke Mindaugas had his fortress built across all 5 mounds and had it protected with palisade fences and defensive walls. The highest of the 5 was the headquarters of the Duke, and therefore was also named Throne of Mindaugas. The view is breathtaking. Grand Duke Mindaugas reigned this newly united country from 1253. For more than 100 years, the fortress warded off all enemy attacks. Today, all is tranquil, and nature has covered everything with romantic green. Also, from the mountain of Lizdaikos can be seen another of the castle mountains, inhabited by a senior priest. According to ancient narratives, Lizdaikos from Vilnius retired here for his sunset years. Together with the holy virgins, the Vaidalutes, Lizdaikos was thought to have worshipped pagan gods and guarded an eternal flame. Pajauta was said to be the most beautiful of the virgins, and therefore the valley between the hills was named after her. According to another legend, Kernave, Trakai and Vilnius were interconnected by a number of subterranean corridors. And the entrance to the corridors had an iron gate in Kernave, a silver gate in Trakai, and a golden gate in Vilnius. Another castle mountain was that of Piris, the somehow flattened victim mountain. Here, each year, nightly games take place during archaeological days. Adjacent, the reconstruction of a medieval settlement was built, a fenced-off area with numerous scattered wooden huts. Here, simple tree trunks served as a universal building material, and the buildings are surprisingly similar to those of today's block houses. This is where many families lived together, a primordial cell of settlements and later cities. This archaeological open-air museum brings Lithuania's history to life in an interesting and remarkable way. From here was forged the economic and military power of Lithuania in the 13th and 14th centuries. Thus, the definition Lithuanian Troy is well deserved. An archaeological excavation site that uncovers the roots of the Lithuanian state.